Hail, Reckoners! This is just a quick vlog letting you know that the video going up on the 5th of May 2016 in the AM, my AM, which would normally be at this time. I think it's Borderlands the Pre-Sequel episode 23 is what it's supposed to be. You will not be seeing that. Instead, you'll be seeing 3030 Death War Redux, part 1 of a few parts. That's because that series, the Borderlands series, has been a collaboration with the illustrious Inky, who has had a series of minor inconveniences causing our repeated attempts to schedule more recording sessions to be pushed back. And unfortunately, our most recent one got pushed back to the point where I will not be able to make the episodes in time for a contiguous release. So there will be a brief gap, but do not worry, this series will absolutely not be dropped. It will be continuing imminently. We're gonna try, in the near future to keep recording. I can't tell you at this second what day to expect part 22 or 23. I think it's 23. But it will be coming. If a week goes by from the time of this vlog and you don't see part 23, get on my case. Something's gone wrong. I would be absolutely surprised though. I expect episode 23 to be going up at the latest by Monday, May 9th, 2016. So just letting you know, I didn't want you guys to worry, cause I feel bad. I feel like at least once or twice a month, I feel bad about how many series I haven't finished. There are several of them that I do intend to finish, several of them that I do not intend to finish. It's just hard to get back to playing them. It's hard to jump back into the middle of a game, Like starting a game from scratch almost seems easier, and it's easier just to want to play the new thing. So that's a different issue. Quick aside on Death War, or 3030 Death War, so I've recorded a little bit of that. I think I haven't finished editing it yet. I think it'll be 3 or 4 days worth of content. So if that ends and there's yet another game before Borderlands, that's why that is. The Death War thing is not a complete playthrough. If you see this and automatically know that you want more, you want a complete Death War playthrough, let me know, because I didn't play it through all the way, and I don't intend to record myself playing it through all the way, but I will refrain from playing it until all the episodes go up. That way, if you want more of the story, I can play through it blind still. Completely different topic. The second main topic I wanted to address in this vlog is just today, like a few minutes ago, I signed paperwork to join a multi-channel network. And now historically, that's been like, evil, the man, big groups of people. Oh, they're just in it for the money. They're not in it for the love of the video games, love of the viewers, love of the art, the craft. So the reason I would do this, the reason I would sell my soul, is because they have, part of my deal with them is that they will give me access to some very interesting tools, which I hope will make my content better. In addition to theoretically, but not necessarily realistically, being seen by more people. Help me collaborate with more people, that kind of thing. So I'm locked in, assuming I get approved. I still have to get, approved by a board, but I'm pretty sure at this point it's a for sure thing. So within the next month, what that means is theoretically nothing for you. I read the paperwork, and I don't expect there to now be ads on every single video, but if there are, because I did a poor job of reading the documentation, that is why. That is why you'll see ads. It's because I'm trying something new. We'll see how it goes. I don't really know what to expect. Should be, hopefully could be cool. Let's say worst case scenario, something happens where I lose all rights to the Foehamner channel. That's not a big deal, honestly. I can very, very easily create a different channel with different stuff. I can rebrand, which is something I've been thinking of doing anyway. So That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you know, we get to spread to all corners of the land and become heralded as the new voice of indie games, or reason, or beauty, or whatever. So, justice. So, streaming, I want to mention streaming, because the last vlog and several things since vlogging, I've had the best intentions of streaming. I even have some kind of branding stuff in the works for streaming. It's just really slow going, and there's actually some hurdles I'm having on the technical side of things, like OBS, the open broadcasting software. It's what a lot of people stream through. It's giving me some really weird issues right now. So I need to work through the technical issues. I need to work through the branding issues, or not issues, just need to do the branding work, like, you know, create the Twitter overlay layout, get the descriptions in the bottom, that kind of thing. So don't expect regularly scheduled Foehamner streams anytime soon. If you complain about it, I respond very well to motivators. I mean, obviously, I prefer not complaining per se. I prefer just, hey, can you stream more? Knowing that that's something that's actively desired would be great. But so don't expect like official video game streams. But the two things that I am thinking of doing, just because it could potentially be really easy, is either streaming myself doing something very grindy, like playing an MMO. So normally when I play an MMO, I'm also watching YouTube, and I don't want to stop that. So what I would do is I'd put the thing I'm watching in YouTube is a website called watchtogether.com, and I'd have the link to that Watch Together in the Twitch description. That way you could have me streaming, and you could watch what I'm watching at the same time if you wanted to. Now, the reason I have this as its own breakout thing, the reason I don't consider this to be its own, like Foehamner streaming video games, is because in this scenario, I would be largely silent. I would still be talking, absolutely, I'd still be reacting, but I wouldn't be talking essentially constantly like I do during Let's Plays. I would absolutely be paying attention to chat, so I'd be responding to anything you guys would be saying, but it would be, you know, very different than most other streamers or my Let's Play content. So that's option one that I'm seriously considering doing in the indeterminate future. Option two, because I'm always flip-flopping on how I want to spend my free time. There are two things high on my list of like self-improvement projects. I know I mentioned this before. I recently acquired a drawing tablet, a Wacom drawing tablet, so I could live stream myself drawing on this, and that would be interesting because I do watch some streams of people drawing, and those people are obviously artists, or they're skilled artists rather. Everyone's an artist. So this would be interesting because it would be me, you know, being very, very novice-y. That's one word for it. So there's that kind of thing, and the other self-improvement project is video game development. I have several online courses I've bought, so working through those. I'd have to figure out how to do it though, because I definitely would feel uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to rebroadcast any of those things. So if I'm like muting because I think a lot of them are like lectures, video lectures online. So if I'm muting that, or you're not streaming that audio, and I'm just working through the development side of things and reacting to chat, I can talk about what I'm doing. That could be fun. That could be a fun way to do it. I have no idea how entertaining it would be, though. But it'd be fun to have the fan interaction, audience interaction. So yeah, that's actually one thing I hadn't thought about before. I think I have now covered all the topics I want to talk about. You may have noticed during the Borderlands... I'm going to bring another one. You may have noticed during the Borderlands series, there have been 2 episodes so far with some live action stuff that was not really scripted, but I had an idea about what I wanted to do going into it. I really, really, really want to do more live action stuff. I've got some ideas, just finding the time and the locations have been hurdles right now. I want to get into more scripting stuff. I've signed up for an online course on satire writing, which is a bit of a horse of a different color, but I think there will be some significant overlap with it, so that could be really cool. This vlog turned into way more of a Foehamner life update than I really intended it to. This is supposed to just be a channel update, but as usual, I've wound up talking about myself, because I'm not a nihilist. What's the self-centered one? I guess nihilism's kind of self-centered. But the point is I'm self-centered, and I like talking about myself. And that's what happens when I try to talk about anything. I always bring it back to myself. I've tried to get better. Let's talk about me some more. So, yeah, I think that brings you guys up to speed on everything relevant, anything you'd want to know. If there's anything you want to know, feel free to ask me. I do want to do like an AMA sometime, or like, send me questions and I'll answer them as like a sub landmark reward video type thing, but I don't know what size at which to do that. I know I owe you guys a 300 sub view, but theoretically, if I get this live action stuff worked out, I can do some really cool stuff for bigger numbers and make up for it that way. We'll see. The point is, channel's doing, the ultimate overarching point is things are happening. Progress is being made. I've been feeling kind of stagnant this last month or so. I do really like the current channel structure where the morning video is part of a series and the afternoon video may or may not be there, but it's a one-off, usually, a 1 to 3 off, a very short look kind of thing. I like not feeling the pressure to do an indie game every day. I definitely like playing indie games, but a lot of the things that come across my desk, I don't know. Some of them aren't great. Some of them, because in theory, most of the games that I do on this channel, I think you guys would like to play. I think this game's cool. I want more people to play it. I'm going to do it on my channel. So I don't like feeling pressured to do a game. Like, I don't have anything else to do, I might as well do this game. I don't like doing that if I don't think the game's worthy on its own. Also, there are games that are worthy, but I can't play them at the same time. Like, the recent video, Slime of Fury. I don't know how well I feel about that video. I absolutely like the game. It's a great game, but I think the action platform genre for me, it's really hit or miss. Sometimes I feel like I did a great one. Sometimes I don't feel like I did a great one. Like Argolo, I thought went well. Grimstorm went okay, which is a post-recorded commentary one. So it's all over the place. I guess I should just keep doing them and get better at it as a performer type thing. Oh my god, I've been talking for 15 minutes. This is way too long. This thing should have been 5 minutes. I am so sorry for taking up so much of your time. God dang it, I'm a windbag. I will talk to you guys later, I guess. I mean, I'll see you guys in the video, but when will I talk to you? I like talking to you. I wish you could talk back. I should stream. Moral of the story. I'm just going to end it. I'm going to end it before I keep rambling. Signature catchphrase.